Good morning and happy Saturday. Hope everyone is having a great start to your weekend. We have some things to talk about as far as weather. We have a cold front that's coming through, which is going to bring some nice cooler weather in the mornings and also some much needed rain that we need in San Antonio because we are still in this drought. So the good news is we're looking at days of rain, and that means you're going to want to get your rain boots ready, get your umbrella ready for this week because you're definitely going to need them. Let's first take a live look outside so we can see what the sky is looking like. We have some of that blue sky. That sun is slowly starting to appear from a bit of a haze that we had early this morning. Also some fog out towards New Braunfels, but for us it's not doing anything too bad, but the haze is staying around. You can see our sky cam there. You can barely see the Tower of Americas because of all that haze, but it's looking pretty good out in Morgan's Wonderland. You can see that blue sky. So right now we're at 82 degrees here in the Alamo City. Stinson is at 89, so much warmer for them. And it looks like it's already starting to warm up pretty quickly for this Saturday morning. Here's our current temperatures across the region. We're looking at 89 already in Floresville, 89 in Georgia West. So I do expect us to get to the 90s, upper 90s for this afternoon, which, like I said, we're just looking at one more day of this very warm 90-degree heat before we get a nice cool down. So before we get to that, let's look at the dew point. So there's a lot of humidity right now. Right now, San Antonio is at a 71. So anything over 70 is when you start to feel it on your skin. So if you step outside, it's going to feel much warmer than what the temperature initially reads. And here's your hour-by-hour forecast. So we're looking at around 97. We could get to 98 today. So much more of that summer-like weather for your Saturday. But take a look later. By 7 and 8 o'clock, we could already start to see around the area some isolated storms. And so that's going to pretty much last all the way into the evening and into the overnight hours. So if you do have plans for Saturday during the day, it looks like you should be clear for the rain, but it's as we get later in the afternoon, especially around 7 o'clock, is when we could start to see some of those showers start to pop up in and around the area. Winds around 8 miles per hour, so fairly light, a little bit more gusty for Seguin and Floresville, but I do think we could see some wind gusts up to 20, 25 miles per hour, especially in the next couple of days once that cold front starts to move through. And I'm just making sure I have Facebook up so everybody can see me. Hello. Hello, Richard. Hello, Jose from Converse. Hello, Vince. Maria. Jose says, yes, rain. Yes, we definitely need the rain. And it's looking like pretty good news. So, okay, I'm making sure everybody is here. That everything is working. Okay. So I want to zoom out here so you can see that the system that's moving in to Texas later tonight, you can already kind of see a line of showers starting to move off towards St. Louis, and then also for parts of just as we move up towards Chicago as well. But I wanted you to look at Denver. They're actually getting some snow. They had that earlier this morning, about 2 inches of snowfall, which is very odd for this time of year. We're in May, and that's quite out of the ordinary. So as we take a look at temperatures now, you can see where that dividing line is between the cooler air mass just towards the northwest, where they're getting, like where Denver is getting that snow, 35 degrees, 38 degrees in Casper. So some very, very cold weather associated with that is, you know, starting to filter in further to the south. And everyone along the south has been dealing with record-breaking heat, us in San Antonio included, but anyone who lives along the south has been dealing with this very, very warm summer-like weather. So as this front starts to push further south, it's going to bring some much needed relief for us here in San Antonio. So a little bit closer in, you can see we're looking at no rain right now for Texas, but that is going to change overnight tonight. So you can see kind of just that, you know, kind of just that ground color, that ground clutter. There's nothing going on at this moment. But if we take a look at the drought monitor, we can see that we are still in this extreme drought here in San Antonio, and half of Bexar County is in this red color, which is that extreme drought. And the other part of Bexar County is in severe. So everyone definitely needs the rain. These next couple of days are really going to be needed to help, you know, get us out of those stage 2 water restrictions as well, so we can not have to worry as much with those water restrictions. And so here's why we're going to be getting these days of rain, because we have this lift going on in the upper levels. You can see kind of a dip is going on over Texas, and those winds are going to continue to really lift up the atmosphere and continue to produce more rain, more showers, and even some thunderstorms all the way into Wednesday. So this is Wednesday at 6 p.m. and we're still getting that dip and that lift over Texas. And so here's the cold front. It's going to start to move in late tonight, and it's going to start to spark up some of those showers, some of those thunderstorms. There is a slight risk that we could see some severe weather with this system, and I'm just going to rewind this a bit so you can see how this cold front, you know, it's possibly is looking to turn more of a stationary front, which means it's just going to sit there and going to allow for that kind of lifting mechanism to allow for more storms to form and to just kind of sit there. If it doesn't move, it allows for continuous days of rain to spark up, and that will, you know, lead us to some pretty good inches of rainfall as we go into Monday, Tuesday. I think best chance of rain will be Monday, and even Wednesday as well. We could see some good shower activity. And now let's take a look at how much rainfall we are expecting. This is over a period of 7 days. So you can see that San Antonio is in this red category. That means that we could see 2 to 3 inches, which is a good amount of soaking rain that we need. And even places off to the west, places like Hondo and Uvalde, who they are actually in worse shape than we are as far as drought, they're looking at 3 to 4 inches. Now, once you get 3 inches of rain, it can lead to some minor flooding. So this is something we're going to keep an eye on as the week progresses and we see the rain continue to develop over San Antonio. But I mean, everyone up to Austin, New Braunfels, all of Bexar County is in this rainfall amount of 2 to 3 inches, and further north we get 3+ inches of rainfall. And so we're going to put this into motion. So this is one of the models, and it's showing us how this is Sunday at 2:30 a.m. So late tonight and into tomorrow morning, we're looking at showers to develop. I think this model is a more widespread. I don't think everybody is going to see rain tonight, but this kind of just shows you more how it's a consecutive rounds of rain. So as we go into Sunday night, you can see there's more clearing. I think it'll be, some patchy rain here and there, but it's more for Sunday morning when I think we would see more and better chances of rain. And then Monday, so another chance of rain comes. This is Monday morning, but Bexar County is still pretty much out of this model. But as we put it into motion for Monday afternoon, we see more coverage, and it continues Monday night. And then, we get a break. So this one covers pretty much all of Texas, and this one you can see how there's a lot of rainfall. Even into Tuesday, it's showing another round Tuesday morning, and then it starts to push away. That heavier rain starts to push away by Tuesday afternoon. And then Wednesday morning, still another round of rain. It's showing, and that's going to continue all the way to Wednesday afternoon. And then Wednesday night is when it finally starts to push out. And by Thursday, all the rain should be gone and move off towards Louisiana and other states just off towards the south. But I just want you to see also the temperatures, because this is actually going to bring some cooler weather. So this is going to be tonight, we're looking at a high around 97 degrees. And then further to the southwest, take a look, Carrizo Springs and Cotulla, triple digit heat, 102 degrees expected. But already you can see Saturday for this evening, already Fredericksburg is at 87 degrees at 6:30. So that's where that front is starting to slowly make its way into our area. So it hits the hill country around 6:30 and drops their temperatures into the upper 80s. So we put this into motion. This is Saturday night. Temperatures again starting to drop into the 80s. And then take a look what happens Sunday morning. We have temperatures tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Fredericksburg is at 61. I don't think they will get that low, but San Antonio is at 70. I think we could definitely get below 70, possibly 68 for Sunday morning. So that'll be very nice, a very nice change from the heat we've been experiencing really all the month of May. This could be the days when we're going to see those closer to average and even below average temperatures for this time of year. And so let's go into Sunday, all the way to Sunday morning, late morning at 10:30, and it's still, so San Antonio is at 69, close to 11 a.m. So even as we get closer to the afternoon, it's still very cool outside. And Fredericksburg, it has it at 60, so just much cooler weather and a very nice welcome change for everyone. I mean, Carrizo Springs and Cotulla, they're going to be at 73 as well for tomorrow morning. Now, here's that severe risk I was talking about. We're at a slight risk to see some severe weather this afternoon and into tomorrow morning. This is that yellow color in Bexar County, and New Braunfels, Austin, Kerrville, Hondo, Uvalde, you're all in this slight risk to see some severe weather. What that means is that some of these storms could bring hail and also some damaging winds. So that's something just to keep, we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. And Ryan will be here this evening to do the evening shows, and we'll keep you updated as well with any severe weather that sparks. But this slight risk is going to be at a level 2 out of 5. So definitely something we are going to watch. Now, this model is showing just kind of some isolated pockets of showers. So I'm going to move this back so you can see how some very small pockets are developing here and there around the hill country around 8 o'clock p.m. So, and you know, these very isolated pockets can bring heavy downpours, damaging winds, and hail. So this is why we are in that slight risk category for this late this afternoon. Now put this into motion Saturday night at 11 p.m. You can see a line starts to develop. This is Sunday early morning at 1 a.m. So everyone will probably be asleep, but if you hear thunder, you see any lightning, it's because we're having that front that is moving through, and showers and thunderstorms will spark up along it. So this is Sunday at 3:30 a.m. You can see very small pockets, small cells of possible thunderstorm activity. And like I said, you know, I don't want anyone to get too hung up on the placement here just because San Antonio doesn't show that it's under any of these pockets of rain. Still, one could pop up and could bring some heavy rain and also some thunderstorm activity and even some hail. So you definitely just want to be careful if you're going to be out and about. You want to just keep updated with our weather app. Download our KENS 5 app, I should say, not weather app, but our KENS 5 app. And there we have a link and a tab where you can see all the updates with weather. Now, I'll put this into motion for Sunday at 6:30. So it looks like it's pretty much clear as people start waking up. This is at 7:30 a.m. And a lot of the activity starts to move off towards the east, but we're going to stay cloudy for most of the day. And we're also going to stay cool. So once that front starts to make its way south of us, temperatures are going to start to drop. And Sunday morning, we're looking at around 68 degrees for San Antonio. I do think that's pretty accurate. Bernie, it has it at 62, so very cool for them up in the hill country to experience that early in the morning. But with that cloud cover, it's really going to be hard for the temperatures to rise too much. I still think we could hit temperatures in the 80s, but we're not going to see that 90-degree heat that we've been having. And so all of Sunday, we're looking at scattered rain here and there, shower activity, a chance to see an isolated storm or two. So that's all of Sunday. But something else to keep in mind is that as we're going to be having this rain and also this Saharan dust, this could be a bit messy as the Saharan dust starts to move closer to us. So this is something else we're watching, and I'm going to put this into motion so you can see when the dust should arrive to Texas. So here we have Sunday. This is Monday early morning. So very light dust. It looks like it's still to the south of us Monday, but looks like more Tuesday is when it will get closer to San Antonio. When we have this dust, sometimes you can feel it in the air. Could be a little bit tough to breathe as well. You know, this looks like a very light amount at the moment, but it's something we're going to keep an eye on. And also, if we're going to have these showers and storms that are going to be from Monday into Wednesday, then it could also bring a bit of a muddy and messy rain. So that's something we're going to be monitoring as well. But it doesn't look like it's too heavy right now, but we'll keep an eye on it. And so here are your next 7 days. And everybody wants to see the 7-day forecast. Our high temperature today, we're expecting to see 98 degrees. And that's going to be, you know, we have a small chance to see some rain today, but the best chance is going to be tonight, overnight. So I put a 50% chance for this afternoon, late this afternoon and into tomorrow morning. And then Sunday, showers still in the area. And the best chance, another good chance for rain is going to be Monday. I think Monday we have, you know, plenty of lift, and we're still going to be dealing with the front. So I think Monday, and I also have Wednesday as a 50% chance of rain, showers to continue for Monday into Wednesday. And like I said, right now we're looking at around 2 to 3 inches of rainfall over these next 7 days. But if we get to 3 inches or more, we could see minor flooding. So we're going to keep an eye on it. But this is good news. This is much needed rainfall for San Antonio. It's definitely something that we welcome, and we hope to keep around until Wednesday. Hopefully we don't get any major flooding issues, obviously, but this is definitely much needed rainfall for us here in San Antonio. So just one more day of this hot weather with a high of 98 degrees. And it's also going to be very humid today, so it's going to feel much warmer. But the temperatures really drop from Saturday into Sunday. So we're looking at temperatures to drop over 10 degrees. You're definitely going to feel it. And Monday, the 80s just stay with us after today, all the way through Friday. It is going to start to get warmer after Thursday. Once the rain starts to move out, we are going to see temperatures warm into the upper 80s, but that's average for this time of year. So we're actually going to be below average all the way until Friday. But like I said, we are going to keep with these chances for the next 7 days, and I'll keep the 7-day forecast up so y'all can see it. I'm just going to check Facebook, see if anybody has any questions. Let's see. Alicia says, I'm done with the 90s to 100-degree weather. It needs to be cool for a few days, especially this final week of school. Yeah, it definitely would be nice to have some cooler weather. It's always nice to have cooler weather, but especially if you're going to have plans to do something after school, or if you have any games to go to, then you definitely want nice weather. Let's see if we have any more. Misty says, bring on the rain. That's right, Misty. We definitely welcome it. And let's see. Samantha says, good, we need some rain. Amy says, I like the cool front. Me too. definitely, I'm tired of this 90-degree weather because we usually don't get, especially when we're in 100, that's usually something we don't see until June. Dominique says, can't wait for the rain and cooler temperatures. Yeah, definitely, it's much needed. So I'm going to leave the 7-day forecast up so y'all can see it for a little bit. And Ryan is going to be here this evening to do the shows. And I will be here tomorrow morning to do the morning show, which will begin at 7 a.m. tomorrow. So make sure to tune in. And I hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend. Be safe. If y'all have any plans or just going to enjoy the day, it's definitely going to be hot. It's still going to be hot this afternoon. But after today, much cooler weather is in store. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. And make sure to tune in tomorrow morning.